delegation of Kuwait is happy to be able to approach the floor again to discuss the implications that could be done to provide Tunisia a better stability.
$30,000 can build a school in Southeast Asia. This is some amount of money that the World Bank can donate.
We can give them some transit, temporary welfare because such as the life guarantee, and we can give some welfare, but not just like the same as our local residents.
The delegate of China would like to emphasize the severeness on the topic of NCDs. People, they're dying. Annually, 41 million people worldwide die. Approximately 85% of these deaths owe to inadequate medical treatment and poverty. Those patients either have no access to the treatment or can't afford the cost. To make the situation even worse, no matter young or old, no matter boy or girl, they're all being targeted.
We are proposing our working paper, which focuses on main three areas. First, universal education, which is that all countries should establish a public education system.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you all. This is Delegate Elijah. In regaining peace for the whole area, neighboring countries is always important. For example, the People's Republic of Bangladesh can play a very important role in stability. First, they can offer short-term humanitarian aids to the refugee camp, both materially and financially. That will be easier since they are nearby.
By doing so, we will not only decrease illiteracy, but we will also improve quality education for all children. Therefore, through capacity development training for teachers, mostly for the most unfortunate areas, we will ensure quality education for all, understanding that it is through educators that competent people with purposes are formed.
When migrants go into a country, they sometimes are forced into signing unfair contracts and becoming one of those forced laborers. U.S. has demanded our employers to provide detailed and transparent employment contracts to the workers, and the contract must be in the languages the worker understands.
感谢主席，感谢各位代表，这里是英国代表发言。首先，英国代表支持并赞赏上述代表的部分说法，同时，英国赞成将法国领土拖回至1789年的这样的一个决策。
基于此现状，美利坚合众国的代表提出以下措施：一、开展全球性的抗资疫及互助项目。首先，通过资金以及资源方面的合作，使各国加速完善防疫系统。
Stopping us from face-to-face interaction doesn't mean that our discussion of our thoughts and ideas are stopped.
The next year, I just want everything's gonna be fine. We'll be together again and see each other and talk something about this year.
We might not be able to hug, to dance, or to celebrate together this year. However, don't worry. Everything will just be fine this time next year. At Wemun Expo 2021 offline, they will be able to compensate for all the regrets and fulfill everything that we have imagined.
I have admitted that I cannot wait to participate in Wemun Expo 2021 offline.
I have made so many friends during Wemun Expo 2019 and during other MUN experiences, and I'm really looking forward to seeing them again at Wemun Expo 2021.
This year, we couldn't can see each other offline for special reasons. I believe that next year, Wemun Expo will meet us with the better ideas.
Dear delegates, directors, assistant directors, faculty advisors, volunteers, and staff. As I've said 6 days ago, the theme for this year's conference is We Hear You, We Do. And I do hope that during the conference, you've tried your best to hear from different ideas, perspectives, and different problems. Also, you've tried your best with your fellow delegates to come up with the most comprehensive solutions at your best. Some of you might be attending this year's conference as your first ever Model UN experience. Some of you might be relatively skilled at Model UN. But no matter how many times you've ever participated, and whether you have decided to continue your journey on Model UN or not, I hope your memories here will be something that would encourage you and cultivate you in the future. The theme for every year's conference is different, and we always hope that the theme would not just be a simple phrase or a powerless slogan, but more to be something that would encourage you in your daily life. Also, to help you remember your memory with us every August. And I feel really sorry that we're not able to meet offline on site in Beijing. But we do hope that you've enjoyed yourself and also you're grateful for meeting everyone who's around you. I would also like to take this chance to thank all the directors who have overcome the time differences to present the best ever and also the largest online Model conference ever with us. Also to all the assistant directors, thank you for your support and help to all the delegates and directors, giving them a comprehensive Model experience that we will never forget. And also, I would like to take this chance to thank a group of people. Maybe some of you don't even know them, but without whom this conference wouldn't be possible. They're the members of We Team. So I would like you to give a round of applause to everyone who have helped to pull this conference up. And also to those who I have not mentioned, but behind the scenes to support everyone at the conference. Thank you so much for helping us. And we really, really hope that we'll be able to see you next year in Beijing. And now, without further ado, let's go on with the awards announcement.
Hi, my name is Vishesh Shah, and I had the pleasure of being the chair of EcoFin, an Alumni subcommittee here at Wemun. Over the 3 days of the EcoFin committee, delegates engage in substantive debate and actively engage on their topic of increasing information communications technology in the developing countries. Over the 3 days, I was impressed at the level of debate, the level of research, and the level of engagement of the 30+ delegates we had in our committee. Moreover, I was very happy to see the level of the working papers and solutions that were presented over the 3 days. And lastly, and I think most importantly, I was happy to see the relationships and friendships that were created throughout the conference. I saw people from all different backgrounds, all across the world, come here together to be diplomatic, to engage the topic, and create relationships, which made this one of the best committees that I've chaired yet. Again, it was a pleasure being your chair, and I hope that every single one of you came out of this conference not only being more researched and more knowledgeable on the topic of increasing information communications technology in developing countries, but also understanding other countries, understanding what's happening across the world, and also coming out of this conference with a few close friends that you remain in touch with down the road. Again, it was a pleasure being your chair, and I want to say a big shout out to my 3 great ADs that I had throughout the conference. I couldn't have done it without you guys. Lastly, the awards for this conference. Every delegate showed great promise and were truly engaged and added substantively to the committee. However, a few individuals truly stood out. For our honorable mentions, we have the delegations of France, United Kingdom, and Finland. Our outstanding delegate is the Russian Federation, and lastly, our best delegate is the delegation of Norway. Again, thank you all for this great time, and I hope you all had a great experience. Again, and until next time.
Hi, my name is Sachika Shah, and I chaired Arab League alongside Vinay Kumar this past week. Honestly, when I was making this video for the opening ceremony, I was not sure what to expect for an online conference, and I was a little hesitant. But it turned out to be better than I had expected. The delegates in our committee were so excited to be there, and it showed in every single speech they gave, every single unmod they participated, in committee, while they were writing their papers. Every single person was prepared with extensive research and wanted to get into debate right from the start. They wrote 2 long working papers, and then, while it was so hard, they worked together to make one comprehensive draft resolution. And after hours and hours of debate and discussion, they were able to compromise to come together as one in a diplomatic way, which is all Model UN is about. Everyone had such insightful things to say and contributed in such a significant way. To the delegates in our committee, we really hope you guys had so much fun, and as we said in the beginning, we hope you guys came out of the conference with 3 or more new friends and a list of new things you have learned from these past committee sessions. It was honestly an honor to be your chair. And now for the awards, which you all have been waiting for. Best delegate goes to Syria and Kuwait. Outstanding delegate goes to Tunisia. And honorable mention goes to Egypt and United Arab Emirates. Thank you all so much.
Hello everyone, my name is Erin Kraskowitz and I'm a junior at the University of Pennsylvania. I am incredibly honored to have been the chair for this year's Wemun Expo World Bank Committee. Our topic focused on promoting sustainable urban development in Southeast Asia. The delegates of this committee exhibited superior debate skills as well as active listening and cooperation. I was so pleasantly surprised by how engaged every delegate was during each committee session. Oftentimes, there were too many delegates wishing to speak in moderated caucuses or too many wishing to present motions on the floor. This shows me just how dedicated each delegate was in driving debate. In a more substantive way, I believe that these delegates found unique ways to connect the World Bank with other international organizations and national governments to foster practical, realistic solutions. Delegates discussed ways to eradicate slums, improve education and sanitation, increase access to clean water, address land, water, and air pollution, and invest in green energy sources. In all of my experience with Model United Nations conferences, these delegates are truly exceptional. They have made my chairing experience so much easier and have put a smile on my face the whole time. I wish that I could give awards to every delegate, but seeing that I cannot, I will move on to what you have all been waiting for, presenting awards for the World Bank Committee. Best Position Paper goes to Brazil. Honorable mentions, in no particular order, are Sweden, Sri Lanka, and Myanmar. Outstanding Delegate goes to China and Cambodia. Finally, our Best Delegate goes to Turkey and Germany. Congratulations to all of these incredible delegates. I would like to thank Wemun for inviting us to chair in this conference, and I'd like to thank my amazing assistant directors, Chloe and Luna, for making this committee so wonderful. Thank you, delegates, thank you, Wemun, and thank you all.
Hi delegates, my name is Julie Japathy and I had the honor of being the chair of the legal committee at Wemun last weekend. The legal committee at Wemun debated and passed a resolution surrounding the protection of migrant workers. I am thankful for my engaged and enthusiastic committee, all of whom impressed me. These following awards recognize those who worked best to collaborate, present, unify their unique ideas. For verbal, in alphabetical order, we have Australia, Finland, and Indonesia. For honorable, we have Philippines and the United Kingdom. And for outstanding, we have China and Saudi Arabia. Congratulations to all these delegates, and thank you to my delegates and Wemun for letting me be your chair.
Hi everyone, my name is Farah and it's great to be speaking to you guys. I was one of the co-chairs for the World Health Organization for this committee, and I'd like to start by saying that it was such a pleasure to be part of this experience. It was so great to be able to work with these delegates. Our delegates were so amazing and so engaged and enthusiastic, and they really did everything they could to make sure that they were able to craft a resolution that was comprehensive and holistic and really address the problem from all kinds of different angles. They came up with solutions we hadn't anticipated and brought up different topics and subjects and parts of our topic that we hadn't really considered in the background guide or we hadn't thought of previously. And so that being said, Wesley was my co-chair and it was a pleasure to work with him, and I know we were both so happy to be part of this experience. So now moving on to awards, we would like to start with 4 verbal commendations. The first verbal commendation goes to the delegate of the United States of America. Next verbal commendation goes to the delegate of Qatar, and then a verbal commendation for the delegate of Rwanda, and a verbal commendation for the delegate of Russia. Then our honorable mentions go to the delegates of Colombia, Korea, and Sudan. And finally, our outstanding delegates were the delegates of China and Germany. Again, it was so great to be part of this experience, and thank you all. I hope the delegates enjoyed this experience as much as we did. Thank you.
My name is Josh Quirk, and I was a co-chair of the United Nations Security Council along with Joseph Pinto. In the UNSC, we had the choice to discuss the crisis in Burundi or the crisis in Myanmar, and delegates elected to discuss Myanmar. The delegates tackled impossible issues such as human rights violations, ethnic and religious conflict, and the refugee crisis and repatriation. We were thoroughly impressed by the capacity of the delegates to approach these topics with passion, respect, and thoughtfulness, despite the difficulties that arose from the conference being held online and from two sides of the world. We hope that the delegates have all enjoyed themselves over the course of the past 2 days and have come to appreciate the importance of diplomacy in finding solutions to the world's most pressing crises. With that, let's move into announcing the awards for our committee. Awards at Model United Nations are designed to recognize the excellent work of a select few delegates over the course of the conference, but they're not able to encapsulate the success of all the delegates who contributed. We sincerely thank each of our delegates for their efforts, as they made this decision very hard for us. We have selected 2 verbal commendations, 1 honorable mention, and 1 outstanding delegate. The 2 verbal commendations are South Africa and the United States. The 1 honorable mention is the Dominican Republic, and the UNSC's outstanding delegate was the United Kingdom. Congratulations to our award winners, and thank you again to all of the delegates for your contributions throughout the conference, and we hope that you all will continue your Model United Nations careers moving forward. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm here to announce the awards for UNESCO, the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. First of all, the award of Best Position Paper goes to the delegate of New Zealand. Honorable mentions are given to the delegate of South Africa, the delegate of Saudi Arabia, the delegate of Singapore, the delegate of the Russian Federation, and the delegate of the United Kingdom. The awards for outstanding delegates go to the delegate of China, the delegate of Japan, and the delegate of Sweden. Finally, the award for best delegate goes to the delegate of Italy. Thank you very much, delegates. It was a pleasure to chair you in Expo 2020 at UNESCO.
Hi everyone. So the awards for the IOC were very, very difficult to hand out because all the delegates did a really, really amazing job. And there were lots of delegates who were really great in all the aspects of MUN. So you should all be really, really proud of yourselves, regardless of whether you get an award or not. But these are the awards that we decided on in the end. So honorable mentions go to the delegate for Italy, the delegate for Russia, and the delegate for Canada. You guys all did a really, really good job. So be very proud of yourselves. The next award is for outstanding delegates, and there are 2. So the first is the delegate for Korea, and the second is the delegate for the United States. Again, you guys should be very proud of yourselves. And finally, the award for the best delegate for the IOC goes to Germany. Again, you should be really proud of yourself. And I really hope to see all of you back at Model UN next year.
Hi everybody. My name is Sasha and I was a director for UN Foman General Assembly Second Committee. I would like to say that at this conference I was so happy to meet so many bright, ambitious and smart young people who were not afraid to take the challenge to discuss such comprehensive agenda item as role of the United Nations in promoting development in the context of globalization and interdependence. But you were able not only to discuss this topic effectively, but also comprise really comprehensive resolution covering various subtopics such as migration, trade, and environment. And in the best traditions of UN Foman format, you were able to negotiate, to speak up, to listen, to be heard, and more important, to find the common ground among your positions and your opinions. And at this video, I would like to recognize the best efforts which the delegate of my committee made. And first of all, I would like to announce the Best Position Paper Award and award the delegate who were able not only to perform effectively at the conference, but also to demonstrate thorough research, analytical skills, and structural thinking at the preparation stage. And this is the delegate of Japan. Congratulations. And more importantly, I would like to award the Best Diplomacy Award recipients, who not only took the challenge to speak up in frames of the online format in front of the people who they have never met, but also were not afraid to take the responsibility for the content of the document and for the involvement of their peers into the discussion. And these are the delegates of Brazil, Portugal, and Japan. So thank you very much, guys, for your hard work, for your inspiration, which you gave to me, and I hope I gave to you. And wish you good luck in all your endeavor.
Distinguished guests, delegates, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. First of all, please let me extend my genuine appreciation to the hard work from our beloved delegates. For the past 2 days, every one of you have shown us your great spirit of collaboration, dedication, and most of all, your greatest passion toward a Model UN simulation. It is such a pleasure to witness each one of your personal growth for the last 3 days. Also, I would like to thank my assistant directors, Wendy Tan and William Xu, for their professionalism and their devotion to our simulations. The simulations could never be successful without their effort. To the whole commission, I advise that we shall always remember the great experience we've had for the past 3 days. Moreover, we shall keep and share the joy, the friendship, and that sense of positivity into our future lives. Now, let's move on to the award. The Best Position Paper goes to the Delegate of Canada, and the Best Diplomacy Award goes to the Delegate of Chile, the Delegate of Hungary, and the Delegate of Portugal. Again, thank all delegates and my assistant directors for the amazing work they have accomplished. Thank you.
将最佳立场文件奖授予大不列颠与爱尔兰联合王国，将荣誉提名奖授予萨丁王国，将杰出代表奖授予俄罗斯帝国及丹麦王国，将最佳代表奖授予大不列颠与爱尔兰联合王国。
在本次2020年世界卫生大会的模拟会场上，各位代表从疫苗的合作研发到弱势群体的医疗保障，从推动复工复产到宗教活动在疫情下的合理开展，我们成功化解了美国单边主义行为带来的危机，在斗争中凝聚共识，在合作中推动国际疫情防控事业的前进。虽然有不解、有艰辛、有遗憾，但我们看到了各位代表出色的谈判能力和卓越的国际格局。相信经过这几天的会议，在大家共同努力下，无论是我还是各位代表，都对于各国的疫情防控中的基本立场 以及国际疫情防控事业、国际卫生事业有了更深层次的了解。相信大家都认可，模联是一场身临其境的实践教育，它的目的并不在于奖项，但是为更好的评价大家在会议中的良好表现，我们还是设立了以下的4类奖项。首先是我们本次会议的最佳立场文件获得者。本次会议的最佳立场文件，我们颁发给了阿富汗代表。接下来是本次会议的荣誉提名获得者。本次会议获得荣誉提名的是委内瑞拉、大韩民国、中国、墨西哥4个国家的代表。接下来是杰出代表的颁发。本次会议获得杰出代表称号的是巴西代表、德国代表。最后是我们最佳代表的获得者。本次会议荣获最佳代表称号的是希腊代表。恭喜大家，也感谢其他代表在过去3天之中的付出。
On behalf of the organizing committee of We Modern United Nations Online 2020, I hereby announce the delegation awards. Outstanding delegations goes to Benxi Senior High School, Shanghai East Foreign Language School, Huashan Middle School, Tongliao No. 5 Senior High School, Pudong Foreign Language School, World Foreign Language Academy, Guiyang No. 3 Experimental High School. Best delegations goes to Shanghai High School International Division, Southville International School and Colleges, Shanghai Foreign Language School. Congratulations. I hereby announce that We Modern United Nations Online 2020 is officially closed, and see you next year.